Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, June 24th, 2023 for me. Another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. Gonna try to keep this video relatively shorter than the ones that I normally do. My throat is on fire this morning. Dealing with some joint pain, but a little better in the sense that I'm not coughing up a lung this morning and was able to get a few hours of sleep last night. So grateful for that. But I'm sorry, to get into the numbers, for me, I can update all my numbers today, even though we have 7 days left in the month, because my last payment towards my consumer debt was yesterday on the 23rd. And I have everything I need to be able to give you an update. But this month was an up and down month, really. I had 2 medical bills that I think last week that didn't come unexpectedly, but it was higher than I thought. I guess the one good thing is that I've met my deductible before the end of the second quarter. So whatever medical expenses I have going forward, including prescriptions for the rest of the year, 90% of that is going to be covered. So I guess that's good, but that means that, out of pocket, I've spent $1,600 roughly. So yeah, that's neither here nor there. But my journey as of February 2021, I started off at $97,520.57. My current debt is $62,329.49, which means I've paid off a total of $35,191.08 of consumer debt or non-mortgage debt, which is approximately 36% of the original debt. And that's, I'm definitely grateful. I've crossed a milestone in that I paid off $35,000 of that consumer debt since February 2021. And that's great, but really what's more important to me is that I know how to budget. And even if I paid off $50,000-$60,000 of that debt within a shorter period of time, if I didn't do it the correct way, it would be all for naught. I could easily go back to my old ways and spending money blindly, not giving it an assignment, overspending, all of the, buying into the consumerism lifestyle. And those days are long gone for me. And I'm continuing down this path, and I'm perfectly happy with that. But continuing on, at the beginning of the year, this is a month-to-month look. At the beginning of the year, my consumer debt was $67,478.48. In January, I paid off $895.83, February $839.73, March $854.91, April $847.66, May $855.22, and very close in June to the May amount, I paid off $855.64, which means my beginning balance for July will be $62,329.49. I still can't believe that. I think back to when I saw that $97,520.57 number and how demoralizing that was and how impossible it seemed to be able to pay down that debt. That's all changed, and I'm truly grateful for that. Anyway, for the year to date, I've paid off $5,148.99. So if I keep on this track, I'm on track to pay off roughly $10,000 worth of consumer debt. So looking at, the year starting off around $67,000 of debt, that means I may be at $57,000 by the end of the year, which is fine. That's great, but hopefully I'll be able to pay off more, because let me give you an update to the emergency fund. So I didn't think I'd be able to contribute anything to my emergency fund this month. I speculated that with my escrow analysis that I would have some money coming back to me, and I was right about that. And because of that, I started off my consumer debt. I started off my emergency fund at 64% funded. And because of the overage on my escrow analysis, my emergency fund is now 79% funded, which is a change of 15%. That's fantastic. I'm truly grateful for that, because it puts me one step closer to getting that baby emergency fund fully funded, and then I can accelerate my debt pay down. The one thing I want to say about how this year looks, it's very consistent. I'm paying around $850 a month without accelerating my debt pay down. When it comes to me actually accelerating my debt pay down, that's going to look crazy, because I'm going to throw as much money as I can towards paying off that debt, knowing that I have that baby emergency fund at the level that I want it to be at. And so you may see where I paid off $1,500 in one month, and then another month I paid off $2,000 in that month. And that's how it looks. I remember when I had my baby emergency fully funded, and I was just throwing as much money as I could towards my debt. It was all over the place. And that's how I imagine things are going to be when I start accelerating my debt pay down. There's one Supreme Court decision I'm waiting to hear about. I may hear about it this upcoming week, which will be the end of June, is the decision on student loans. Prior to it being challenged, I did qualify for $20,000 being forgiven. If it happens, great. If not, I plan on continuing down this path of being diligent about budgeting, paying off my debt, and just sticking to this habit. So I'm not overly concerned about it. If it does happen, I will factor that into my consumer debt pay down, because that's $20,000 forgiven. It's not $20,000 that I paid off. So essentially, it will look like I had $77,000 of consumer debt to pay off. And if it happens, then that'll give me a little bit of breathing room. That's not going to change my plan on paying it down, not at all. And we shall see what happens. I'm not counting on it. If it happens, great. And I'll talk about that in a later video if it does happen. I'll talk about it if it doesn't happen, because I want to address the cost of higher education and how much of a issue that is in the United States. Before I finish off, I wanted to talk about something that Apple had rolled out a few weeks ago, the Apple Vision Pro virtual reality. Now, I have a hard time figuring out reality, and adding on top of that a virtual reality. In no way I'm going to try to figure that out. But what got me was the price of this thing. I'm sure it'll go down, but you're talking about something that's $3,500. Now, if I had $3,500 to spend right now, that would go directly to my emergency fund. It would not go to a device that will give me a new reality. I think that device could definitely come in handy for our people who are in a hospital, for the elderly who are in long-term care facilities that may not be able to get out of bed, or people who are having very serious illnesses to have something like that. But for the normal consumer, that's definitely not something that you should consider spending that type of money on. So with that price tag, I would be able to with my current consumer debt at $62,000, I would be able to buy 18 of those with $62,000. I can't tell you how ridiculous that is, but that's just the name of the game. We live in a very consumer driven environment. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but as much as you can, avoid stuff like that. Don't let this new thing draw you in and make you spend money that you don't have. And even if you do have it, there are better ways to using that money. Okay, that's my soapbox. But if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, you know, when I post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/@Chronicles of Ray. And until next time, I hope you all take care.